I gotta wait. How long I gotta wait for a press record?
Go.
Welcome to the share, where Miss Dream always has a story.
It's Dream, and we got a season 2. Your Black Bostonian here, a product of a single mother who I work to make proud every single day. I'm a 3-degree holder, your veteran educator, your tech entrepreneur, and founder of the Chair platform. My platform is dedicated to supporting Black and Brown people on their hair journey by creating hair boards, connecting to hairstylists, and sharing haircare tips for a more joyous experience. My podcast is about sharing hair stories, educator stories, entrepreneurship stories, and stories surrounding identity with goals to leave you laughing, learning, and advocating. So come in and listen to the stories in the chair.
Where we share stories in the chair.
Hi, good evening, everybody. So my name is Portia Olaiwola. I'm super excited to be here with y'all, hosting House of Calypso as well as Dream in the Chair podcast.
This is great. I'm so excited. This makes me so happy.
Cool.
But I want to switch topics just slightly because we're running out of time. And we're part 2. So my podcast is called The Chair. And in The Chair, we talk about identity, entrepreneurship, just where people see themselves. But the foundation is hair. Because I have built a platform to support Black and Brown people on their hair journey. You can create hair boards, connect to hairstylists, and share haircare tips all in one space. So I have the prototype.
You need to send me the link.
Okay. And so I have this prototype. So I built this because I was in a predominantly white space and I was learning all about blockchain. And I was like, oh, this is accessibility. And I was talking to my professor, a white man, MIT grad, all the MIT. And I was like, where are all the Black people in all this stuff? And he was like, yeah, you know. And I was like, okay. And he said, you got to think about an issue. And so I was doing a lot of protesting, but I wanted something happier. So I was entering into hair conversations, and it just kept moving and moving and moving. And then I started building this, and I was like, okay, well, it was a cool project. And then it just kept bothering me. So I started, and now as an educator who's now entering in the field of tech with no tech background, but also beauty tech, and doesn't want to be an influencer. And so everybody's like, who are you? I'm like, well, I'm trying to build this thing. And hair is important. And it became this conversation where I was able to show that hair has so many layers and identities, and it connects to us on so many different levels. So with all of you, I'm curious to know, do you feel that you have a hair journey in drag or just in general? Do you remember the first time you fell in love with your hair?
Yeah, my hair journey was a very difficult one. I was like at 6 months old, adopted by my grandmother on my mother's side, who was white. She took in me and my 3 siblings. And she unfortunately did not know how to do any of our hair or deal with the texture. It's not as curly or kinky as it could be. I can recognize that. But even then, she was like, didn't really put any effort into learning how to deal with it aside from haphazardly brushing it out from the root. So it got to a point where I remember one morning before school, it was like a coconut cut, and I was trying to figure it out. I was so frustrated. I was crying. I was like, why the hell would you adopt 4 Black kids and not try to learn how to do their hair? And she was at the bottom of the stairs, gagged. So through high school, it was just very difficult because I was in a predominantly white area. And then I got to a point where I transitioned and I got my hair a little bit longer and started performing. And in my performance, met other Black queens and some hairstylists. And they were like, hey, this is my friend Hairbrush. Have you 2 met? And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you for the introduction. And like through then, it's just been like it's become a way to like love a new part of myself all over again and like experience a new part of myself. I'm still figuring out new styles. Like I looked in the mirror today, I said, oh, it looks like a little bow. I was so happy. Like And it's also like such a big part of identity that I feel like I was missing before. Like now I do certain styles, and before everybody would be like, "Oh, would you like to host this Latina night?" And I was like, no, thank you. I feel like I do not possess what was necessary to do that. But now it's like through certain styles and through styling my hair, it's like very clear who I am and how I represent myself, and it makes me a lot happier.
I feel for me, I like wasn't allowed to grow my hair out, even though I always wanted like a giant afro as a kid. I was just like, I feel like they're so cute. And so like the minute I like left my house, my parents' house, I like started growing my hair out, and I didn't know at all what to do with it. But I was like, I have more hair. I can like run my fingers through it. I was just like, I'm in heaven, girl. I can't. And then I was like, okay, I think I want to try like a little perm. I don't know. I'm adventurous right now. We're trying anything. And then it turned out so bad. Why did I get a perm? I don't know. But after that, I literally never got a haircut again, and I've been growing locks ever since, and it's been beautiful. I can't imagine my life without my locks. Even though I have been going back and forth lately, just because I feel like with drag, everybody's so like versatile. Everybody has so many wigs and stuff. So, but I have such long hair, I can't really I can't do much. So I had to start building my own wigs, and now I do make my own afros, and it's a big part of my drag. Yeah, it's literally my name.
I can second that. When I started drag, used to wear half wigs. I went to beauty school, I graduated, I used to work at a hair salon. Been making wigs since I was 12 years old. I remember getting my first wig, and like Hazel said, it was a huge afro. I took up so much space. I was in show choir, and it was specifically for a competition. My director at the time was like, no, you take up too much stage, but the element of hair from you is fierce. When I was a kid, there's a story that I've always been told that I had really long curly hair, and my dad shaved my head because I looked like a little girl. Little did he know. Little did he know.
Foreshadowing.
So once I was getting serious with my drag, I shaved my head, and I was like, I don't want to do anything to my hair. And then once I came out as trans, I wanted to start dreads because I felt that was a transitional type of hair that I can learn to care for on my own. At the same time, I'm learning to care for myself. Now, I try to wear my dreads as often as I can. As a Black person, we are told our hair isn't professional. And with drag, we are told that when we don't have wigs, it's not professional. There are a lot of people who want to have braided wigs with cornrows and finger waves.
Or
locks. And they try to say, oh, it's the texture of the hair. So I try to represent my culture and my community with my hair every single day that I perform. I like a wig, but when I don't have a wig, I can get down.
Don't have to worry about something flying off your head.
Yeah, the glue loosening, the wig flying, the tracks coming out.
Do one toss, it's in the third row.
I will commend that 4 out of my 5 children, including myself, we predominantly wear natural hair on stage. So we are a very natural hair-driven family. And we have a bomb child as well, Miss Killah Croc.
Yes.
You know, you don't see it because I'm always wearing rings, but I'm bald sometimes too. But I've had a very interesting hair journey for myself. Like Izzy, I was adopted. I was in the system with a very loving white mother, but she's a white woman. She only knew so much. And before she was able to adopt me, but I was still in the system, she wasn't allowed to cut our hair. So she did have to learn how to take care of it. You know, I have the mommy in me. And so for a couple of years, my hair was long and being taken care of. But unfortunately, once she was able to start cutting it, I was rocking the bald fade every day until about, I want to say 14. I had a bit of a rebellious moment, and I grew a huge afro. It was all the way out to here, and I had that for like a year and a half, and that was sort of the most adventurous I've ever been with my hair. Unfortunately, just with my work schedule and stuff, I don't really have time in the morning to be able to work on my hair, so I prefer to keep it bald. But through drag, I've been able to discover new styles of hair. I love braids. I love braids so much. Part of me would like to get braids. Another part of me is scared of the hair care and the process of that. And there's a long journey for me, and there's a lot that I need to learn. But through drag, I've definitely been able to experiment with things and sort of start the process of learning.
You have a whole family with experience and protective styles to help you.
Yes, well, yeah.
So now that I do my own retwist, call me out, girl.
Where we share stories in the chair.
Look, it's my commercial. We will be right back.
It's more than just a bad hair day. It's a journey. Finding the right hairstyle isn't easy, nor is finding the right stylist or the right products. Looking in every corner of the web gets messy, overwhelming, and exhausting. All the ads, the articles, the products, the videos, it shouldn't be this hard, but it is. And now, it isn't. The Chair. A black and brown centered platform where you can design hair boards, connect to hairstylists, and share hair care tips for a new, joyful path on your hair journey. Avoid the clutter, save yourself hours, months, and even years of research and poor trial and error. Everything you need and only what you need is in one place. Hair boards made by people like you, for you. Find the right products, the right people, the right answers for you, stress-free. Join the Chair community and make every day a great hair day. When you share your pain, you allow others to help you. And when you share your success, you help others get theirs. Lean on the Chair. We got you. No stress, no strife. In the chair. The chair. The chair. All right.
Oh, and if you're interested to learn more about my experiences as a Black woman and educator in Guangzhou, China, I wrote my first ebook titled Nowhere and Everywhere, Capture the Emotions of a Beautifully Broken Love Story. It is on lulu.com. Take a read and see some beautiful photography of mine. Enjoy the rest of the show.
The chair.
When you're thinking about your own hair journey, when you meet somebody you see is struggling on their hair journey, how do you help them think about self-love when it comes to taking care of their own hair or just falling in love with it again?
I feel like, especially if someone's struggling with their hair journey and like haven't been able to either have the confidence or the energy to put any effort into a while, or like into it for a while, into the care of it, if you have the know-how, like helping them get it detangled and style it and like see it again. It's definitely happened with me where Hazel has been behind my head for 4 hours with a brush with our other friend, and I'm just like what's going on with my life? But then I get it down and I get it styled again, and it's just like such a big confidence boost. And then during that process, you're also giving them tips on like, this is what I'm doing, this is how you can prevent this from happening again. And it's like you said, hair is a big thing. I feel like it carries a lot of energy. It definitely can hold some memories of bad situations, I feel like. So it's one of those things where once you're able to restyle it and make it new again, I just think it's a whole confidence booster. Like you're able to do that for them and show them and educate them in the process. Like give them all the tips. The rest is kind of up to them. Unless you want to be up their butt about it. But like, did you brush your hair today? Did you take care of it? But yeah.
I actually love talking to people about hair, as interesting as that might sound. When I went to beauty school, it was because I used to love making wigs and styling hair for myself. And then I got into the habit of styling clients, a lot of conversations, and I know that people can connect with this, a lot of important conversations happen in hair salons, especially in a chair between the stylist and the client. It's a relationship you build over years. It's a community that you connect with. There's a queen who is like the auntie of this family. Her name is Arabella Ladesi, the goddess. And she wears braids from her tip of her head to her ankles.
She's like 6'2".
She's like 6'2", thin, petite, Naomi Campbell girl with braids to her ankles. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. She's also a trans parent. Make some noise. And she's had this idea of wanting to do a drag show in a hair salon, specifically in a POC space to welcome those conversations. And the idea that she continues to throw with me is that every chair there's a different type of style, connecting with history, connecting with culture, and just having a way of celebrating ourselves through our hair. So if there's someone that like is in drag and they're wearing a wig, I try to talk to them about how they styled it, products that they use, try to give recommendations. I sometimes tend to get a lot of compliments on my hair, so I'm always often offering and willing to help other people be like, oh, I'll help you style this, or I'll help you do this. Hazel, before going to see Beyonce in New York City, we spent literally 8 hours retwisting the back of each other's head.
And that's community.
That's family right there. That's you. And we had so many conversations before talking about it. Be like, girl, I need a retwist, or I need to go to the salon. And there was just a moment where she was like, girl, pack your bags and come over. And those are those moments where like that's what community needs. Just a pick-me-up, a friend, family. Sometimes people can feel very serious about their hair. And I know in drag, that is like the number one thing a lot of people try to get recognition for, is being like, I have the best hair, I have the biggest hair. And sometimes it's not needed. Especially with us. We could perform, but we could be bald. A beard will still give you a show.
Yeah, no, I feel like especially with hair, sometimes it's hard because we ain't got no money all the time, The drag queens are broke. I'm sorry to tell you, we may look lovely, but we are broke. So whenever I can help somebody, like doing the back of her hair, her doing the back of mine, it is so helpful because I feel like it just gives you such a confidence boost, Sometimes you feel like you're just like hiding behind like scarves. I'm not had to do rag today, but that's none of y'all this.
I do not know a lot about hair, so unfortunately I'm the girl in the chair getting helped by everybody else backstage.
Like, come to mama.
Right. I do try to retain the information and learn. It's just, I unfortunately wasn't surrounded by a lot of people of color growing up, and so there's a lot of things in the culture, including hair. It's the big one that I just am unaware of and I need help with. And I always appreciate the help, and I love my family for that. Love you all.
Love you. I'll just add to that. For me as a kid, one of my biggest dreams was like being a creative director of a business or my own company. And hopefully the future of House of Calypso is a actual transitional drag house. I want to create a space where young drag entertainers, old legendary drag entertainers, if they are having sort of a moment in their career where they need to recalibrate or rest and recover, there's a space that has a sewing table, there's a space that has a salon chair, there's a space that has some mirrors and a little dance floor for a little bit of an 8 count. But I have had the privilege of working with grants. When I was in New York City, I got an $18,000 grant to help me with my art. And so I hope in the upcoming years, you'll hear some news about me trying to fund the literal House of Calypso.
Well, we're gonna wrap this up now. I wanted to say thank you.
Thank you.
For sharing your story in your chair. Thank you so much.
Thank you. If it's okay, I want to end on a little bit of note, something that I do at our drag family show. So every third Monday over at Just Cabaret. This upcoming Monday, you can catch the House of Calypso. We do a POC driven and bass show every third Monday, and this Monday we are doing a Pride edition. But one thing that I do at the end of all my shows is I sing a little bit of a song. You know what I'm about to go into? Okay. And so this is a little bit of a farewell until the next time that we meet. Taylor, you know? Right. So it goes like this. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. I said so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. It's so much for the House of Calypso.
I leave the vocalizing to them because I like the audience to stay in the building.
Well, before you leave, we want to make sure that you hand your flowers. So all of you are getting flowers in a card. If you could take the flowers to Killah Croc.
Yes, we will.
Welcome to the chair, where Miss Dream always has a story.
Thank you for listening to an episode of The Chair. I'm going to share with you a dream of mine. I would love to be on Sesame Street. Sesame Street held my hand through childhood. In my dream, I would be in my big afro or rainbow braids sitting on the stoop sharing hair stories. I would like your help, please, by doing all the things. Like, leave a review, share it with someone who would benefit from hearing this episode. And if you know someone who knows someone who knows someone at Sesame Street, share your favorite episode with them, and I'll make you some of my famous chocolatey hot chocolate. I hope you have a beautiful day, or if you are like me, still up in the middle of the night, I hope you take a deep breath and rest. Love you. Talk to you later.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Dream, hello. I just wanted to tell you you're wonderful. I just got through going through your podcast. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Keep it up. Maybe I need to send it to Oprah and Tyler Perry. Love you, baby. You are great.
Where we share stories in the chicken.